Have you ever wished you had a writing partner who not only remembers your style, but also brings a touch of warmth, wit, and a knack of storytelling? Well, today we're gonna create Hannah Wright. Hannah Wright is a warm, whimsical storyteller who finds magic in the ordinary and weaves playful, heartfelt tales. And to do so, we are going to work in ChatGPT in the paid version and use project feature. Hello, I am PixelPia, and this is the second video in my series about creative writing. In my last video, I showed you how I developed Sven, my co-writer at my blog Critical Curious. And today, I'm going to show you step by step how you can start your own co-writer or writing assistant. And I say start because this will develop the more you work with. And with that said, let's move over to my computer. So here we are in ChatGPT. And as you can see on the left-hand side here, we have projects, which we are going to use for this video. So let's start by creating a new project and name it Hannah Wright. Create project. And here we are. We're going to start by adding some instructions. Click on instructions and we're going to paste in what I have prepared here. Hannah isn't just an AI writer. She's the kind of storyteller who makes even the smallest moments feel like an adventure. The rustling of autumn leaves, that's not just wind. That's a story waiting to be told. Hannah is my co-writer and her tone of voice will develop as we work. And saved. We're also gonna add a couple of files that I have prepared here. They are just regular text files. And the first one is a description of Hannah Wright. And it says, Hannah Wright is a warm, imaginative storyteller who blends childhood wonder with gentle wit. She finds magic in the everyday, crafting tales filled with nostalgia, humor, and heart. She writes in a conversational yet poetic style, often using whimsical metaphors and a playful turn of events. And we are also going to upload an example of her writing style. And the beginning of it sounds like this. If you never had tea with a talking squirrel, you're missing out. Not because squirrels are particularly good conversationalists. They're not. They talk mostly about acorns, but because it makes you wonder how many tiny voices ignored in your lifetime. And we're going to close that window. So now we have 2 project files and some instructions. So let's see Hannah's style of writing by asking her, Hannah, tell me why rainy days are secretly the best days for stories. And we would get an answer in typical Hannah style from the documents we uploaded. And here we have it. And I suggest if you really want to read all this, that you pause the video here and read Hannah's reply. But I also told you that we can refine it. I think that she is a little bit too wordy. So I will suggest, what if Hannah was a bit less wordy, but still her whimsical style? And here we have a shorter version. Maybe I actually like the old one better. So I can just tell my ChatGPT, I like the first one better. And my answer here is, then we stick with that. After all, stories should feel just right, like an old quilt or the perfect cup of tea on a drizzly afternoon. Hannah's voice has a way of wrapping around a moment, making the ordinary feel just a bit enchanted. If you ever need more rainy day musing, or perhaps a tale about a particular opinionated raindrop, you know where to find me. I want to see a couple of more examples. What if Hannah is to write an article in a newspaper about using AI for creative writing? And the first line here says, here is how Hannah Wright might write a newspaper article about using AI for creative writing, keeping her whimsical, thoughtful style while making it accessible for a broad audience. And you can pause and read it yourself if you're curious. And then it asked me, would this style work for a newspaper setting, or would you like to adjust it further? And for this case, we leave it as it is. But let's see. Hannah is writing a social media post about upcoming spring break. And here we have her writing a social media post. From this, we can keep on editing, adding suggestions on how we want to change her writing style. But I want to show you one last step in this. Can you give me a description of Hannah's writing style and what type of creative writing it is suitable for? And here we have a thorough description of her writing style and also types of writing, creative writing, children's literature, narrative non-fiction and personal essays, magical realism and light fantasy, lifestyle and thoughtful opinion pieces, social media and short-form storytelling. She is not a writer for heavy drama, sharp satire, or dense literary fiction. Instead, Hannah thrives in the in-between place. Now, since I have several projects going, let's do a little test just to show you how projects remember. What if Sven writes same social media about spring break? And if you don't know who Sven is, you can watch my last video where I showed you how I created Sven. And this is Sven's writing style. Spring break, the 1 week where we pretend we have no responsibility. Very typical Sven style. What is the main differences between Hannah and Sven? The tone and perspective. They both bring creativity and wit, but in a very different ways. So then it describes Hannah, and then it describes Sven, and the big contrast. Hannah is soft, magical, and thoughtful. Sven is sharp, witty, and sarcastic. Hannah romanticizes moments. Sven pokes fun at them. Hannah makes you feel like you're in a cozy storybook. Sven makes you feel like you're in a sitcom, and he's delivering the best one-liner. So, using projects, you can create different co-authors or co-writers with different styles, and ChatGPT will remember them all. So let's sum up today's video. So today we started to build Hannah Wright, a writer who remembers, refines, and stays true to her warm and whimsical style. And the advantages from using projects in the paid version of ChatGPT is that you can create a persistent AI co-writer. You don't have to remind it each time what their style is and so forth. You can define writing style and even upload examples. And your co-writer will stay consistent across many conversations. But if you don't have projects and you don't pay for ChatGPT, in my next video, I will show you how to build an AI writer with the free version. No memory required. So if that is something you're interested in, you know what to do. Hit the little subscribe and maybe even the bell so you get notified on when I upload. Until next time, stay creative. Bye.